the beauty of operating in your position. Nothing like it. But today, it is more prevalent now than ever before. It was the women you gave me. Black men so spiteful over black women because the black man hath not offered a solution because you're not in the position. You're underneath the cursed ground. And so what do? You go get another race. And I'm not saying anything is wrong with that because I've had all kind of different races of women. But I'm talking about this issue here that ain't nobody really discussed or talked about and figure out why these things exist. No, the condition that has happened in this country towards our women. I know it. I know that during a time that we were underneath this oppression, well, we're still underneath it, but a black man didn't have any release. He couldn't release himself anywhere, so his woman took the brunt of his frustrations. And see, one thing about the black woman, the beauty of the black woman is that she understood. She ate that for many, many decades. She ate that. She understood that the condition breeded what it breeded. And she understood that. And she still loved the black man, right? And now when you have a little bit of liberty, you become famous and you got celebrities and ball players and all these things, right? Now you look at the black woman and the condition that we've left her in. And one thing you don't have that she had is you don't have understanding for why she could possibly be upset or angry or disappointed with you. You don't got that understanding. So what you do, you just go over somewhere else, somebody that has not experienced the conditions that you've experienced in this country, and then you elevate this white woman or any other Asian woman and everything, and you begin to talk about how wonderful and great that she is. She could be, but you don't value the struggle that this black woman has gone through, the trauma, not only that the white man has placed her through, but you black man, but you. The reason why you don't have the understanding is because you don't have the position, right? Because the position gives you the ability for a solution. It comes with the position, right? But you want to put your nose down. That's what's going on. That's the truth. Thank God for the remnant, though.
All praises.
Thank God for the reclaiming of the Israelite, the remnant. Thank God he did not forget about us. Thank God that the world, yes, are looking at us and looking at us in our worst case scenario. Good, keep looking because you're about to see a bounce back like you never seen before. And it's right here, starting with the remnant. I said, this is a good segue. The Most High had given me something last night, and I was going to try to blend it in. Good segue. The Lord showed me the concerted effort to keep us dumbed down, the concerted effort. And then he took me, because he always tells us the enemy don't have any new tricks. So he took me back to Moses, and he said, do you remember when they were trying to kill the children from 2 years and down? They were trying to stop the message. Because we're talking about spiritual enemies and we're talking about natural enemies. But the spiritual enemy was trying to kill the message. Oh, goodness gracious, talk, Dre. And then he took me when Yahushua was here. And when the angel came to Joseph and said, Herod the king is trying to stop and kill the message. And he was killing all children from 2 on down to try to stop the message. And Gabriel told Joseph, take him to Egypt because he was black. Take him to Egypt. That was a little segue. Take him to Egypt, and I will tell you when it is safe for him to come back. And then he said, the FBI director, J. Edgar Hoover, out of his own mouth says, I need to eliminate the black Messiah. They was conscious that the message had to come. They knew all the evil that they had done to our people, but there needs to be a concerted effort to stop the message from rising. And what has happened is now, because that has been ongoing for so many years. Don't think that this enemy stopped doing what he was doing back then with the Nation of Islam and with the Black Panthers and so on and so on. And now, because the message has been spread amongst males and not men in position, that in our communities, the Lord had showed me in the dream that if you are talking to somebody, say there's a crowd of like 7, 8 people in the community, dudes, and they just chopping it up, right? And they just having conversation, and one guy who appears to be brilliant, and everybody's talking, and he comes with that brilliant information that says, no, guys, that's not how that's going on. This is what is happening with this, and this is happening with this. Now, in our communities, that person is the one that gets despised. The brilliance is despised in our community. That's what it has created. That's what it has given birth to.
In the end, they will call good bad and bad good.
The brilliance in our community is despised. When I came up here to fight for my brother Shay, the black community despised me. and my brilliance, they wouldn't get on board. They wouldn't support, because there's a concerted effort to stop the message, to keep black folks dumbed down.